So you're very welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on Unstable TV, do not forget to
like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, and if you're back with us again, thank you.
So we have a lot of you guys coming through on our Muslim reactions, talking to us about the religion, filling us in from all walks of life, and we love every single one of you, good or bad, whatever your opinion is. We appreciate you coming in and chatting with us and having an open-minded conversation. So you have suggested to us today, which is what, Danielle?
We know a lot about, Judgment Day.
The wrath of Earth.
Yeah, like how the end times are going to happen. We know a lot about that in Christianity. And we've been learning about Islam a lot. So we kind of asked you, well, what way does it work in Islam religion? So you sent us 10 major signs before Judgment Day.
An interesting concept in all walks of religion, so we appreciate you guys sending this through. So let's jump into this for ourselves and you guys. Let's go!
Oh my god, I can see me. That's not us. That's Africa.
Final day.
The hadith is in Sahih Muslim that our Prophet ﷺ came across the Sahaba one day. They were sitting in the masjid. He came and they were having a heated discussion. So he said to them, "What are you discussing?" So they said, "We are talking about when Qiyamah will happen. We're talking about making a guess, when will Qiyamah happen?" So the Prophet ﷺ said, "Qiyamah will not happen until you see its 10 signs." So now he said there are 10 signs that are directly linked to Qiyamah. There are 10 that are definitely in a different category. Qiyamah will not happen until you see its 10 signs. Then he mentioned them one by one, and I'm going to quickly list them now, and inshallah later on in our series we'll go over each one of them in a lot of detail. Number 1, he said the dukhan. Dukhan is a dust, smoke, smog, the dukhan. And by the way, all 10 of these are specific. These are not trends. All 10 of these are one-off incidents. So these 10, it is a clear-cut sign. Something major is going to happen, catastrophic, cataclysmic, and everybody will recognize this is one of those major signs. So number 1, the dukhan. No, and this is not in order. We're going to mention this. This is just 10 that he said. They don't necessarily be in this order. Number 2, the Dajjal. And that is a long discussion. We'll talk about that. Number 3, the Dabba. And the Dabba is the beast. And he's mentioned in the Quran. Number 4, the rising of the sun from the west. So the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. One day it will rise from the west. Number 5, Nuzulu Isa ibn Maryam, the coming down of Isa ibn Maryam. Okay, this is a specific incident, and that is not ambiguous at all, very clear. Number 6, Ya'juj and Ma'juj, and the coming of Ya'juj and Ma'juj. Okay, that is a major sign, and we'll talk about them and some of the problems that are raised by this issue. We'll talk about it very frankly when we get to inshallah. Number 7, 8, and 9, 3 zalazil, 3 earthquakes that will shake the world. There's going to be major. This isn't a regional earthquake. These are earthquakes that essentially the world will know it is an earthquake. 3 zalazil that will shake the world. In one hadith, each next one will be bigger than the first one. So it's going to be 3 consecutive earthquakes that are, the whole world will know that there is an earthquake taking place. And then he said, وَآخِرُهُنَّ, the last of these signs, number 10, the last of these signs is a blazing fire that will emanate in Yemen and will force the people towards Ard al-Mahshar, or the land of resurrection. The land of resurrection. The very last sign of Judgment Day will be the fire that will force people to gather in one place, and that will be the end of humanity in that one place, which is going to be in Bilad al-Sham, as we will come to when we come to it. In another hadith he said, anytime one of these 10 comes, expect the other to come immediately after. So these 10 are like dominoes, one after the other. These 10, when the first one comes, khalas, the rest are going to follow very, very quickly. And the first of these 10, without a doubt, is the coming of Isa ibn Maryam. This is the first of these 10. The first of these 10 is the coming of Isa ibn Maryam. And when Isa comes, the rest of these are going to come one by one, and that's it. Qiyamah will take place very shortly after the coming of Isa ibn Maryam. And the last of the minor signs links the first of the major signs. Let me repeat. The last of the minor signs links the first of the major signs. The last of the minor signs is the coming of the Mahdi. The coming of the Mahdi is the last of the minor signs. And the Mahdi will be alive and will interact with the first of the major signs, and that is who? Isa ibn Maryam. So, the Mahdi and the Isa will coexist at the same time, same place, interact with one another, and it is literally as if the minor is coming to an end and the major is beginning, and then that's it. The rest will go from there until Qiyam.
So first off, a very big shout out to the original content creator. Shout out to you guys for suggesting us again another amazing video by Merciful Servant. A lot of insight here to Judgment Day. Now, Judgment Day is frightening. It's scary to read out. Just from my own perspective, I know some people may be at peace with it. I didn't realise part of the Islam Judgment Day, am I getting that right, is the son of Mary, Jesus, comes down.
Yeah.
That's wild. Hellfire was in there, and the sun rising from the west. I did hear that before. I didn't realise how crucial of a part it plays in Judgment Day, and each one is a domino effect. So that's a bit crazy. What are your thoughts on that, Neil?
Well, a lot of stuff that we've been learning about the Muslim religion, like sometimes we think it doesn't, like, some things aren't explained too well, and some things might come across as something else. But these 10 signs are very, very specific.
Yeah.
They're very, this is what's going to happen, and it's in this order, and that's it. We all kind of have to just wait and see if it happens. Nobody knows when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen or anything like that, so it's just kind of a waiting game. You have to wait and see. Yep. He was talking about the fires and the smoke and the fog, the first one he was talking about. Will that cover the whole of the earth? Or is that just in, like, the specific places he was talking about? Or will the whole of the earth just be kind of covered with that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because that one meeting place everyone has to go to for Judgment Day, will it carry on around the world, or will it just happen that one place that everyone goes to? We'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on Judgment Day, your own perspectives on it. Why, if it is to happen, why would you think it would happen? That
is a very good question.
Yep.
And if you're from a different religion and you're watching this video to get more of an insight on Islam, let us know down below what way you think Judgment Day is going to be. Or if you're not from any religion, let us know what you think Judgment Day is going to be anyway. Because I know a lot of people do think, the earth's not going to be here one day. And everybody has their own thoughts and opinions on what's going to happen for the earth to not be here. So let us know.
Yep. Discuss it down below with us. We'd love to hear from you guys, and we'd love to have a back and forth with you. So that has been our 2 cents, and we will chop ourselves out as